And welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Dan-A-Plooza. I am your host, Dan the Man, and I am here with a very talented, very beautiful, very fun duo, the Sloanes, Veronica and Tori.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. So, everyone, please, if you are checking out their Facebook page, The Sloanes, they do a wonderful wrestling podcast every week. It is 3 to 4 times a week where they go live and they support independent wrestling. So make sure to go ahead and follow that. You can also chat in the comments section via Facebook or via YouTube.
That's correct, as well as Twitch.
And Twitchy. So that is the plug segment. Always like to give a good plug. All right. So as we begin, I'm going to let the lovely ladies decide how we're going to do the rest of my show here.
Out of control. I was going to say, I love when they put us in control.
So there are three options here on Dan-A-Plooza. You can start with questions, where I ask questions first and then I do impressions later. I can do impressions first and then questions later, or the popular mixed bag choice, which is question and then I do an impression and then we ask another question, back and forth thing. So you can decide.
Yeah, let's do that mixed bag.
The mixed bag again.
See why it is the common pick. It makes
It is. It's picked 95% of the time is mixed bag. All right. So what I need to know is what made you decide to start doing a wrestling podcast?
Well, it actually started out being one thing and turned into something completely different. I am better known as my on-screen persona, Veronica Sloane, as she known as Tori, but we are nothing but ordinary people, Michelle and Taylor, who were starting out on a homeschool project. I homeschool my 4 children, and what I do is I tailor their curriculum to cater to what they're going to do in the real world. And when she decided that she was looking into broadcast journalism, and we had this solid love for wrestling that we do, I decided to incorporate the two. That way she was still doing some work, but having some fun. My other children were involved in the beginning because we were not a podcast. We had no intention on it being a podcast. We were a vlog series that was where all the videos were dropped on YouTube. And that is how we started. And then it came to a point where our schedules became really busy and we couldn't travel as much to different events, but we still wanted to showcase the independent wrestlers that we were meeting along the way. So that's when we said, about a year in, let's just do a podcast. That way, even if there is a weekend that we can't go out there and attend events, we can still do the interviewing and the questioning that we love to do. So we decided to just jump in. We had no idea what we were doing. I'm going to probably say we still don't.
I was going to say, we still learn every single day what we do. I mean, that's kind of what happens when, again, we weren't expecting to become a podcast. We did. We started with one show, and then one show turned to 2 shows, 2 to 4, and now we're running about 6 to 7 podcast shows.
Yes.
It just kind of added on. So although we didn't know what to do or how to do it, we very quickly learned, and we're still learning every single episode.
Absolutely. We do only go live about, like you had mentioned, 3 to 4 times a week. But sometimes the show that airs can be different. The only thing that probably stays the most consistent is the original podcast, Slam Stories. And that is one of our least kayfabe shows. This is where we really dig into the person behind the wrestler, the wrestling gimmick. And we talk about their career, why, who, what, where, and how, things of that nature. Then we can, if we do get out there and attend an event or plan on attending events, at least that's how it started, but now that's even developed. We have our pre-show preview where we'll have sometimes a panel of wrestlers come on, and it's their opportunity to promote their matches, promote the event. We go to the event, usually, and that's where we collect our footage, videos, pictures, interviews, exclusives. And then we have a post-match parlor after it, where again, sometimes we have a guest, sometimes we don't, but we air that footage and we talk about the event that we hyped up. Now, when I say that's evolved, that's because we now aren't solely in Illinois anymore. Actually, we barely have time to even do anything in Illinois because we are viewed across the entire United States and including internationally. So what we do is we still offer the pre-show preview and the post-match parlor, but we don't usually get the opportunity to share footage because we're not there. We can't, fly out or drive out all the time. Now, we sometimes we do because we do travel when the opportunity is there, but I like the idea that we can still help promote.
Exactly.
About the newest
Edition
that we've added recently.
Yes, and that is the Sloanes Live exclusives, where you get, it's kind of similar to Slam Stories, however, you are seeing that full gimmick, that full kayfabe. They're coming in here, they're promoting themselves, they're talking about upcoming matches. It's a mixture of our pre-show preview, post-match parlor into Slam Stories. And the talent comes on, we interview them, but still you're seeing either their sass, you're still seeing their attitude. It all depends on the particular individual, and it's not just wrestlers. We've brought on referees. We're going to bring on more and more.
Ring announcers we've interviewed.
Yeah.
Anybody that's involved in the production, because they're all equally important. So we like to branch out, and everybody that is involved in the production in the event is welcome.
And that's the great platform of that. And then we have the one where we step outside of wrestling.
Yes.
And you are going to see the most MA rating.
Yes,
always marked on these Sloanes After Dark, where you never know what Veronica and I get into. It ranges from different kinds of naughty games that we play. They can range from sometimes having guests on, some deep conversations. You never really know what you're going to get, but you typically get a whole different side of Veronica and Tori when watching the Sloanes After Dark compared to what you'll see when you watch a wrestling-based podcast.
So it is like the Sloanes variety pack because it is different.
Yeah, exactly.
We've had musicians, artists, comedians. Again, sometimes no guests at all. Like this Friday night, we're hosting the Sloanes Naughty Game Night where we're going to be playing dirty categories with our chat. Because really, we don't usually have a guest on that show, but sometimes people want to come hang out with us, and we're all for that. So absolutely, come and hang out with us. Let's talk about the interesting things that you do. And then sometimes we get a little rowdy because, again, this is after hours, this is after dark. This is when we don't have to be so invested in the wrestling, independent wrestling scene. Even though we do have wrestlers that come and hang out with us, whatever we touch on wrestling on that show, it's very, very little.
All right, that was a lot of great information.
That's a lot, but that's what the Sloanes are.
Absorb it, yes.
You get a lot of the Sloanes. We have a lot to offer, and we enjoy doing it. We love our viewers, we love our followers, and we want to spend as much time with them as we can. So we do.
Very, very cool. All right, so I'm gonna give you a choice. You can either ask me a question or we can spin the wheel. So
no, you're spinning that wheel. You told us who's on that wheel, and you're spinning it, and you're going to impress me with an impression.
All right. Spin that record, baby. All right. So spin the wheel. And the first impression is The Miz.
Oh, all right. We're going to kickstart with an awesome impression.
Yep. So just let me get my timer out. Are you ready?
Always.
All right, and here we go. When my hand goes up, your mouth goes shut. This is awesome. Because I am the must-see WWE superstar, The Miz. And if you're wanting the must see, then you must be talking about the podcast, which is the best, the must see podcast. That is the Sloanes of Veronica and Tori, because they are awesome.
I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. Very good.
I nailed it. Spot on.
It did help when I met him 2 weeks ago and got to hear his voice, so that I got to pick the brain a little.
You gotta get to handle that energy, you know?
yeah. And there's a whole lot of energy there.
It is. All right. Would you like another one? Do you want to ask me a question, or do you want me to ask you a question? What would you like to do?
No. I've got the night off. This isn't my podcast. I'm not asking you questions. You can ask me a question.
But that's, I know it's so weird being in having the seat.
It
You know, having this role completely changed on us. Like you took the carpet.
All right. For your Mount Rushmore of wrestlers, who would you choose, male or female? You can choose mainstream, you can choose independent. So who would you choose? And if you need some time, I can list mine if you need some time to think about it.
Go ahead and list yours, and then what do you want to do? I pick two, you pick two?
Yeah, our Mount Rushmore.
Yeah. I mean, we can do intergender, right? It doesn't have to be 4 females, 4 males, right? We can just slap them anyone up there.
You can interchange it. So for me, for the males, it's Yokozuna. That's Rushmore. It is the Rocket, Owen Hart. He is on my Mount Rushmore. It is the Undertaker. That is on my Mount Rushmore. And my last one on my Mount Rushmore is Booker T. So that's for my males. For females, it is the 9th wonder of the world, China. It is Rhea Bloody Ripley.
Mm-hmm.
It is I'm trying to think backwards. I would probably put Bull Nakano on there. Yep. And the last one I would probably put Trish Stratus.
Okay. I was thinking that, as he was naming him, I could probably do just 4 females.
Just on their own. So let's just split them. Okay.
I can do that.
Let's do it. Okay.
So what do you want to start with?
I mean, let's start with females. We'll go opposite of them.
Okay. We can do that. My 2 females. The first one, what I would say, I'll agree with you. It's Trish.
I love it.
Yeah, no, I have been a Trish Stratus fan since the beginning, and haven't lost love for her since. And my second is going to be Natalia.
That's a really solid point. I like that.
I love Natty.
All right, so I'm gonna go. It's kind of funny that you said Trish, because the one that I was gonna put on the Rushmore was gonna be Lita.
Okay.
So that's kind of funny that now I feel like in the Rushmore, we're gonna make sure they're sitting right next to each other.
I'm good with that.
And trying to take it more modern with it. And I'm trying to go with one that's kind of in the business. I'm gonna have to go Alexa Bliss.
Okay.
Because between all the different eras she's done, I mean, she really covered all aspects of it overall. And she had the experience.
I like it.
I like her. I'm happy with that Rushmore.
I like it. All right, cool. We'll construct that right away.
All right. Put it in the backyard. Look great.
All right, males. I started, so you can start this time.
Start with males?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna probably say, I know it's funny because you did the impression, but the Miz.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can't deny the Miz. He's awesome. Straight up. Very, very, very straight to the point. And I'm gonna have to probably say, okay, because there's so many. This one I feel like is a little bit trickier. But because I know everyone always mentions Macho Man, so I don't want to give him that, because he's, I feel like, already been labeled on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pinpoint actually Andre the Giant,
Okay.
which I know probably sounds completely off. However, he really got to kickstart the Giants. And I mean, we see so many like crazy good Giants nowadays. So I'm gonna have to go with Andre the Giant and this.
All right. Big surprise on this one for me. I know you're just going to be shocked, but it all started, I'm a huge, huge Samoan Dynasty fan. If it were up to me, no other wrestlers would exist. But Samoan, minus The Rock, I cannot stand him at all. So Rikishi, even though I'd probably slap him on there as Junior for 2, but I know, big shocker. And my second male that I'm going to pick is Kofi Kingston.
Oh, okay.
I love my Kofi. And he's another one from day one that I've absolutely adored.
Love it.
Those are really good picks, and it's a good of different eras, of what you picked, from the past and everything. And I know that I think Kofi's going on to other things now that he's been moved on.
Smart man.
Yep. But all right, so let's go and see another impression here.
Anybody but The Rock. Watch.
What was I about to say? Now you're about to like jinx it now.
It keeps landing on the Miz. I'm spinning. All right. Hopefully, I spun it well enough. Okay, it's getting a little Mick Foley.
All right, all right.
All right. Okay, are you ready?
Always.
All right. Do you like Cactus Jack, Dude Love, or Mankind, or do you like all three?
Dude love. Dude love.
All right. And here we go. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, all you happening cats. Dude Love here. And I'm here to go ahead and promote the Sloanes. Ow, baby. So make sure that you're following the podcast. Dude out. Hey, hey, hey. He's the king of the day. Hey, hey. All right. There we go.
I love it. I think you totally approve.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So far we have done The Miz and we have done Mick Foley. You want to hear another one?
I do. I'm loving them. I could listen to you do these all day.
So what's interesting is when my cousin and I were little, we would like sometimes for Halloween. One year, he was Ultimate Warrior and I was Hogan, so that's where it started out with. When you had the big plastic mask and the little.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We like I said, wrestling is a whole family affair here with us, and we host parties normally for PLEs. And even before we would get together on Friday nights and Monday nights to watch wrestling as a family, the rule was we had to do entrances before the show started. So every week, twice a week, sometimes 3, if there was a PLE, we would have to come up and do the impressions of the entrances before we could sit down and watch wrestling.
Oh, talk about some like big geeks over here.
Oh, yes, huge.
And it landed on Jey Uso.
Oh, there we go. Not going to complain.
All right. Are you ready?
Of course.
It's just me, Oos. Day one, this saying me, Oos. Yo, yo. 4 letters, 1 word, yeet. I'm going to go ahead and run it back, y'all. It's just me, Oos. Day one, this saying me, Oos. Yo, Uso Penitentiary. Day one. It's just me, Oos. Day one is saying me, Oos. All right, there we go.
Beautiful, beautiful.
So I'm glad enjoy that. I normally get lots of different impressions. My most popular is Arnold Schwarzenegger. I get that one all the time. So,
Okay, I got to see that. There you go. I am vetoing asking a question, and I am putting in an impromptu Arnold impression, please.
well, it's okay, Veronica, if you need to hear from Arnold. I know you like from the Terminator movie, and I know you had so many kids, so you probably seen Kindergarten Cop,
We watched it today.
And then Emma wouldn't take her toy back to the carpet. You've probably seen. You've probably seen my Santa movie, with it's Turbo Time, so it is a good time to go ahead and watch those movies. Also, remember True Lies with Jamie Lee Curtis, it's such a great time and a great movie and everything. Pound it, pound it, pound it, pound it. So, make sure to go ahead and I'll be back. So
That's hilarious. We watched Kindergarten Cop today.
there is a funny story where Gabriel Iglesias met Arnold Schwarzenegger. And I think the manager for Arnold, she goes, "You haven't met Arnie?" And Gabriel's like, "No, I haven't met Arnie," and everyone's holding there, and he's like, "Hi, how are you? Hi." And so sometimes it's like fist pound, because he's going through a whole line of people. And then he's like, "Hi," and then he shakes Gabriel's hand. He goes, "I know you. You're the comedian. You got the joke about the guy in the bank, and and it's so funny and everything." He goes, "Give me your contact information." And then he's like, "Hey, how are you?" And he goes to the next person. He goes, "Hey, I'm not done." And they say it's so great. It's like riding a roller coaster ride of emotions when you meet him, and then you just want to go and meet him again. And one of my other guests, Tomiko, she's a fighter. She worked on a movie with him, Collateral Damage. So they worked on that movie.
Nice.
And then there's a funny scene where the one guy was working as a production assistant with him, and they said Arnold would always be late for set because he was playing chess with the crew members. So they would write to the crew members, they would be like, "Lose, so Arnold will get to set so we can do the movie."
That's
like,
awesome.
"Yes, I will get there," and but there's a whole thing of where he's like, "Show me your leadership skills. Where's Peter and Danny? Go find them and show me your leadership skills. Prove it to me you're a good PSA." So so sometimes when people ask me, I'm like, "Show me your leadership skills. Go find so-and-so and come back to me."
I love that.
So feel free to use that on any of your guests if you ever need to
Yes.
just rib them.
We might.
Noted.
Even if you want to rib Ralph, because he was a great guest. All right. All right, let me get back to questions. As much as you've been doing this podcast, is there and I'm just wondering because I'm just curious, there's a lot of male wrestlers on your podcast.
Mhm.
Do you interview female wrestlers, or do you?
Occasionally.
I've seen Lucy Be Sweet, and I just was. So, when you're contacting guests, do they normally reach out to you, or do you go and ask them?
No, it's a mix.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to say, of course, in the very beginning, we started out being the main point of contact, when it comes to discussing guests and things like that. But recently, they've been coming into us.
That's nice. I reach out to everybody.
It's time though, and it just grows.
Yeah.
It grows. I mean, one moment, we go from messing this, our inboxes are like, "Hey, how can we get on that show of yours?" And
then they want to come back. So
Yeah.
we do repeat. You know, I do love having them come back over time. We have some guests that have been almost on all 7
of the show.
of the shows. But then I really do like circling back. I mean, we haven't been on, you know, doing podcasting for about a year now, but we've went back to some of our original guests just to do a follow-up to see what they've been doing. Have they reached the goals that we you know, discussed originally, and what's on their plate now? So it's fun to see what they've done over these last 12 months, and what else, you know, they're going to be having on. So you'll see new faces, old faces, repeat faces.
You never know.
You never know. But yeah, no, they reach out to us and they're like, hey, can I come on again? Absolutely.
That's amazing. So I'm glad that you have all of that, you know, the continuation and the building of that, you know, for the podcast. And so do you have people who sponsor your podcast?
We do. We have a gentleman that's been with us from day one. He's we call him Mr. Kelly. He's out in Chicago because that's where I'm originally from. So I know him from there, but he's a personal trainer and he's got his gym. So he sponsors us. And we've actually had, I'm in the middle of writing up more contracts, which remind me I need to do that.
Yes.
I have to get another contract out for someone that, like I said, again, contacted us and said, hey, do you do this? And of course we do. Because we go live as often as we do, and everybody is watching us, every state, it's such a good opportunity to get these guys' names out there. And the more we can do for them, the better. So it's $50, and we put their information on our video that airs right before our show. It's a little reel that just plays, and we give them the shout outs, you know, love there, promote them on Facebook, send their profiles and whatnot to our followers. And that's when Tori's not in Facebook jail, of course, but you know, she's still shut down. But right now I do that. But
I'm trying to get out. I was wrongly accused. I'm not a scammer.
So in other news, Tori's been playing Facebook Monopoly and she goes directly to jail, does not collect $200.
Yeah, that's exactly what's been going on, and it's horrible.
oh, because she was helping a wrestler
Yep.
and his podcast. It's
Yes.
she's completely innocent, but they snagged her.
I'm innocent, and they took every single account, so they're mean.
Well, you can always come here though. So
Big space.
it's kind of like Cheers here, but you know. But so I'll tell you just a little bit of why I started mine. So I started mine in 2021. So I've been doing it a long time. I was pretty nervous when I first started, so I just do like 10, 12 minutes and I go, all right, that's it, you know, because I didn't know if anyone was going to watch, you know, and like I was trying to get used to the streaming. So I used to like watch and be like 15 minutes, okay, pull, you know, and I just would do that. But as much as I enjoyed asking the questions, I didn't feel like it was just fully myself. And since I'm just an entertainer, because I have the improv, I have the theater background, I was trained by a Disney artist, you know, so I have all these things in my background. I decided to do the impressions because sometimes questions would run out, or if people would just answer and then they would just, you know, they would ask stuff, you know, and they'd be done in 5 minutes. I go, okay, how are we going to fill 25 minutes of time now? You know,
been there.
I started doing that, and then like, it's interesting because then I'll do like little TikToks of them, you know, and I'll, you know, do snippets, and then sometimes it'll get flagged because it'll say, well, this isn't the original band, you know, and it'll take the sound away, you know, it'll like cut that off, you know, because some of my friends want me to sing all different songs, and it's like, it's interesting because for some of the girl songs, they're like, no, that's fine, you know, but if it's like a Disney one, they're like, we took the audio, but when you did Spice Girls, we thought that was great, so we just left that, you know. It's just like so I found that like really amusing. And now I'm starting to get some followers where I'm called either Gremlin Guy because I do impressions from the Gremlins movie. That guy, I like it. That guy, or Beetlejuice guy.
Oh my
I
God.
like Bill and guy. You know.
All right, now you got to give us a Beetlejuice one. You know that, right? You can't bring
Yeah.
up something like that.
Of course. So let me put on my Beetlejuice hat.
Oh,
Look at that.
I have that. And then I sometimes do Little Shop of Horrors, so I have my little Audrey too there.
Oh,
Awesome.
And she sings Man Eater, you know. So
I love that. Very fitting. Very fitting.
it's really funny because then sometimes I'm like, it's the only song she knows. He's drunk again. She's wasting in plant food. So all right. So let me do Beetlejuice. Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
It's showtime. Hi, I'll be your guide. I'll be your guide to the other side. Look, I'm not the one who died in the crash. That was your coach. Honey, there's a man living in there. Hey, bud, I got something for you. It's a Zagnute. Come here, buddy. Day-o, come, Mr. Taliban, come on banana. Day-o, one and we wanna come home. So
Amazing. He really nailed it. He was talking about a bug down here. I was like, that one was like even like spot.
I've been sick the past 2 days and gotten better, so I'm still coughing a little. So, but I'm talking a lot better. Like yesterday, nothing. I felt very much like Ariel. So, but yeah, so it started out with that, and then when I was in the improvisation troops, especially performing for kids, I always got animals. They'd be like, do 5 animal noises, you know, and it's just like great, you know, or superhero. They're like, you're Chicken Man, or you're, you know, Lion Man, or, you know, it's just, yeah, you're Chicken Man. You're like, great, I will be Chicken Man. And so there was all of that and having to change different characters and things on the fly. And we used to do film, TV, and theater styles. And it was doing the movie in 90 seconds, 60 seconds. And the one I used to struggle with was Mr. Harry Potter, because I didn't watch Harry Potter.
Okay.
So I used to make up bullshit. I'm like, I'm Harry and a wizard, and I do wizard things. And like, you know, and so my colleagues used to just say Harry Potter all the time just to see what BS I would come up with. And so sometimes I would cheat and I would just go poof. And so that way the game would end and I wouldn't have to play. And then I stumped everybody because my friend gave me the GameCube game and I started playing and everything. And then when I was working with a partner, I go, you're a wizard, Harry. And they're like, oh my God, Dan did more than one thing. I don't know how to follow. He's doing stuff, you know, because it didn't help that I didn't know it. And then when I was in Spanish class, I only saw Harry Potter 3 because he didn't show 1 or 2. So
you just jumped to 3. And
Yeah,
it's so different than 1 or 2.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
that's when it started getting dark.
So then I'm like, ¿Dónde es Harry Potter? And they're like, Dan's speaking in Spanish. I don't know how to play. So when I started doing, yo, wizard Harry, you know, and I'm like, I'm going to Hogwarts, you know, and so like everybody started
You
getting
actually
excited.
sounded like Dobby when he said
Yeah.
that, didn't you?
Yeah, you were channeling your inner Dobby for a second there. You were kind of dabbling in both of the wizard world.
I hate that shit.
Yeah. So now I get, do Harry Potter, Dan.
Sounds like Dobby.
Yes. So that's where it gets started with. But yeah, usually I get a lot of horror movie ones
We're
and I
big
get
horror fans.
Love
Disney.
that.
I get Chucky a lot. People want me to do the voice of Chucky.
Okay.
And, do you want to hear some? Do you want to hear from the Chuck?
Oh yeah, no, like horror is our thing. Those are really the only movies I watch.
All right, I'll let the Chuck put your podcast over, okay?
Okay, here we go.
Sounds
It's
good.
adulatory.
I know, I gotta stay free.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
Tell 'em, give me the power, I beg. You know what? This is a little bit long, and I'm kind of old, and this chant goes on and on and on. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get straight to the point. Go ahead and support the Sloanes. Give me the power, I beg of you. So.
Great, love it. That's it right there. Who knew we needed Chucky to put us over? God damn.
Chucky. I love those movies.
I just met Christine Elise, who was Kyle in Chucky 2.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I know her from 90210, but I was very excited that she
over
was
my Chucky Funko Pop. Don't fuck with the Chuck.
Love that.
So, but sorry. Too many impressions now, getting up on the
we'll
vocals.
run your voice out. You just got it back, and we're like, no, we're gonna take it back.
So, all right. Who have been some of your favorite guests on your podcast?
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll just go straight to probably the newest. Last night, we had a really great show. We finally got to speak to a gentleman that we've met recently, and it was a phenomenal podcast. He was on with his brother,
Yep, very good.
Darnell Reed, known as the Apocalypse when he wrestled. Phenomenal guys, and I absolutely loved getting to know them. That was probably longer episodes we've done in a while. It was almost 2 hours or something, just because we couldn't get enough. So he's definitely now amongst those rankings. Do you want to get one?
For sure. Well, we've actually had this gentleman on twice. We had him on pretty early, and then we actually just recently brought him on, I want to say like roughly a month ago.
Oh, you're gonna take my next one. Go ahead.
And that is none other than Gino Told You So Rivera. I mean, he's such a well-rounded wrestler. He's been everywhere. He's done several different appearances with the WWE. I mean, especially as of recently. He was another phenomenal guest when we brought him on at the really early stages of Slam Stories. The stories that he gave and the different kinds of like inspiration he spoke was phenomenal. And then we brought him on once again, like I said, roughly a month ago. And that episode was just as amazing. We got to hear about the journey that he had since we had him on a few months prior. You got to talk about what's continued to grow. I mean, how his school is continuing to blossom and more opportunities for him. So I would have to go with Gino for sure.
I'll agree with that. Absolutely. That's who I was going to say, but that's fine. Be that way. I'm going to say, and we've had him on a couple of our pre-show previews. And I don't know, he might have been on a post-match or two, but I absolutely love having him on a pre-show preview because I love his character and his demeanor in the ring, and he's always hilarious. And I always try not to break and laugh when he's on, but Nick Depp gets me every time.
Yes.
Every time. So I love it when he comes on because he never disappoints.
I can most definitely agree with that statement all the way. I mean, I think you've seen, like, if you watch some of those pre-show previews when he like bust in, and it's really funny because we had one where we had like a full panel.
Yeah.
And it was like kind of last minute, and he was like, send me the link. So we did, and he made a surprise appearance in the middle, and it shocked
Everybody.
all, like, I think we had like 5 other gentlemen on at that time. Their faces, like, he hit the surprise factor that it was so hard for me and Veronica not to laugh because we knew he was about to pop in, but they didn't. And I mean, that right there was hilarious. Yeah, I
agree.
Oh, it spins it back to me, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. See, it's so hard when you have so many guests. Well, Well, let's spin it to who Dan brought up. I mean, the
Yeah,
wonderful
that's what I was gonna say.
Be sweet.
Yeah.
And especially because I mean, again, getting to hear what she was doing, she got and then even in her episode is actually a special.
Yeah.
We did a fact or fiction where she kind of snuck in lies, and we had to see.
She kept forgetting to lie though.
Yeah,
It's adorable.
because we love her. Okay. I gotta go with Lucy Be Sweet. We cannot forget. I mean, it's so iconic. I mean, let's face it. I mean, you did her signature pose.
I was about to say probably an impression that I've done. I have a picture of me doing her signature pose, except my sucker is not safe for work. It was in a shape that she does not use.
But you did do the pose.
I did.
Okay, so we still attribute to the Lucy Be Sweet.
Yes. Well, no, Pops.
Oh,
So NC-17, they're a father-son duo tag team. So of course, right, we're drawn to them, mother-daughter, father-son, that they're probably some of the sweetest guys, most driven guys you've ever met. Pops, JP Smooth, I call him Pops, he's my Pops. He's semi-retired right now. So DJ is out there running his single career now, and he's winning championships. I know he's going to collect more. It's so fun to watch him grow and develop out there. So yeah, they definitely make it amongst our ranks. They've been on every. They've been on.
I was going to say they have been on every single show, every single one. We listed all those the big bracket, and it's actually funny.
Even Chronicles. So one that we don't do so much anymore, which was directed mainly towards all deathmatch and hardcore. We just kind of, because we were doing so many, we incorporated that into others, and now we just changed the ratings.
Exactly.
But yeah, they were even on that one.
And I was going to say, they actually haven't made their appearance on one, but that's going to change Sunday night because we're going to have DJ on live exclusive. So it's like, once again, they take
If the Sloanes come up with a podcast, you can guarantee one of NC-17, if not both, will be on there.
Exactly.
They even came to our pajama party on After Dark.
They did. So once again, you will always have some NC-17. We just can't help it. Can't get enough of them.
Addicted.
Exactly. So there's just so many. I mean, I feel like we could continue this list.
I was going to say, all of our guests are absolutely phenomenal. It's almost hurtful to have to pick and choose which ones are our favorite, because they are great. And
I was going to say, and we brought on tag teams, like you said, that one. I mean, we brought on like Black Diamond Entertainment. And then we've loved them so much that we actually broke it down then, like where we had them come on Slam Stories as individually.
Yep, actually, we've got Louis next. He's on our radar. He's the last one that we haven't had on singly yet. So we're coming for you, Louis.
We're coming for you, Louis.
It's on.
I thought I would mention just some of the favorite ones that I've done.
Yes, please.
So the women's wrestling panel, which I've done several times.
Okay.
I've had the Glow wrestler, April Holm, the Royal Hawaiian, talk along with Lucy Be Sweet and Eliza and Slam and Sammy. So for a chance for them to network and all interact. Probably when I talked to C. Ernst Harth, he's a character actor. He was in, I don't know if you ever seen 13th Ghost. He is the great child, like the big baby ghost.
Okay. Awesome.
He was also Niner 49er in Scooby-Doo 2. So he was the minor ghost. And then he was also in Say It Isn't So. He's the mental patient that wants pancakes, and they're all in the AA meeting, and he's just like, I want pancakes. And they're like, we had it yesterday, but I still want, and like,
can't blame. Pancakes are great.
Exactly. And like, that's all he brings up. And they're like, quiet. I go, just get the man pancakes. And when they break out of the jail, the psych ward, it's Chris Klein and Orlando Jordan and him, and they're on the ATV, and he told me it wasn't fully sturdy, so he was hanging on for dear life to not bump off the thing. So his reactions are real. But he had so many good stories, and probably the most bone chilling was where the ghosts fade off at the end of 13 Ghosts, where they all disappear. That
Mhm.
was filmed on September 11th, 2001, in the morning, like at 4 a.m. So before those events took place that day. So
Yeah. Mhm.
that's just very eerie. But
Right.
he he was also in a movie with C. Thomas Howell where he's this kind of like burglar and everything, and they're with money, and then like Cersei Towel's like hiding under the house, and they're trying to find him and get him, and so he plays a lot of character actors, so
Mhm.
he's a lot of fun. And then my friend Tomoko Tajima, and Tomoko is a fighter. She's been in movies, and she's still modeling. Um, Close to her 60s. So,
That's phenomenal.
yep. So, those are just some of my favorite guests. There's more. There's the pinup girl panels, and probably the duet with me and Miss Lollipop, because she's a singer and I sing, and she does jazz also. So,
Okay. That's
but
awesome.
that's pretty much it. Shall I leave you with one more impression?
You could, but I will say one thing, because we haven't had there's somebody else that I thought of. And we haven't necessarily had her as a guest on our show, but we did air an exclusive of her because when we did a post-match parlor for an event, when we covered Hooligan Championship Wrestling, Fall and Gray.
Okay.
I absolutely adore her.
Oh, yeah.
And she is probably one of my favorite exclusive interviews that we were able to film in person. So
Yeah.
I did want to give mention to that because, like I said, we haven't had a chance to have her on yet. But no, love her to pieces. So I did want to at least add
Nailed
that
it.
because she was on the show. We aired it on the show.
Exactly. It all happened live, and we got that. Exactly. Perfect. That's a great one.
So, okay, now you can go ahead. Sorry, I'm rude like that. I take over. Sorry.
As Carlito would say, it's cool. All right. So, let me spin the wheel. All right. Hopefully it's gonna land. It's been wanting the Miz all night.
I told you it's that high energy.
That's very good set on it.
All right, it landed on the Ultimate Warrior.
Sweet. I'll take it. Another one of my faves.
All right, are you ready? Dun 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 dun. Feel the power of the Ultimate Warrior. So you will go to places unknown, and you will support the podcast known as the Sloanes as the One Warrior Nation. All right.
Love it. He'd be proud.
It's like I love that haven't included like the deep breaths and then the inhale.
I was gonna say, I'm surprised he was able to get through that, especially since your voice is still recovering. Good job.
Well, I'd like to thank you for being guest on my show.
Thank you for having me.
So virtual round of applause for Veronica and Tori. Make sure you check out the Sloanes on their podcast. You can check it out on the YouTube or on Facebook. They'll have a show tomorrow night, so make sure to follow that, and make sure to follow all weekends. So give some comments and chats and thumbs up, and thank them for taking time, for looking amazing and doing our show. I am Dan the Man, and thank you and good night. All right.